In this video, I'm going to go over what happens if your car gets stolen while it was out on a Turo rental. Now, let me preface this by saying your car being stolen on the Turo platform is extremely rare, but it's something that a lot of people worry about, and it's extremely natural to worry about something like that happening because these things do happen, things do go wrong. So I'm gonna walk you through exactly what happens in that event and what you would need to do as a host to prepare yourself. Now, usually what happens when you kind of get that indication that a car is stolen is that maybe a trip ends and your guest just isn't responding. You can no longer track your vehicle, and hours or maybe even a day has passed since the vehicle was due back, and you've just heard nothing from your guests. You've tried to call them, text them, message them through the Turo app, and just zilch. That's kind of how you know maybe something has gone wrong. So as soon as you have that very first inkling that something has gone wrong, you can't get a hold of your guest, you immediately want to notify Turo. You want to call into them, let them know that, hey, you think that your vehicle has been stolen and that you have tried reaching out to your guest with nothing coming back. Then you want to make sure that you continue to message your guests through their reservation on the Turo app to make sure that they know that you are aware, and let them know, hey, this is when your reservation ended, this is when the car was due back, please return the vehicle immediately. Now, this is why I say having trackers on your Turo vehicles is so important, because in the event that something like this happens, you want to be able to locate where that vehicle is, because the next step likely is going to be filing a police report. And if you have tracking data, it is both useful for the police and for Turo when they try to repossess that vehicle for you. And it also gives you a peace of mind as a host knowing where your car is. Now, there are scenarios in which thieves can be very smart and they will know how to disable tracking devices, look for them, find them, and get rid of them. But don't worry, because there is a solution for all of it. So now typically what happens is once you report it to Turo, you want to make sure under your reservation, not only do you have all the communication there that you've tried to reach out to the guest, but you've uploaded their license, you've uploaded any tracking data, and just any information about their whereabouts or when they picked up the car, any photos. So you want all documentation to be ready to go under the reservation, because Turo is going to take a look at this. Then they will assign you somebody from their trust and safety team, somebody who's going to specialize in helping you recover your car. Now, Turo, I have found in the past, is really good about this, because if they are unable to recover a vehicle that may have been stolen, you have to remember that is a huge downside for them and a major cost if they have to pay out on that vehicle because it was stolen and they weren't able to recover it. So they are going to do everything in their power to help you get that car back. And they will typically reach out to you within a day to get that process going. And they may even work with local authorities to make that happen. And they, of course, internally have their own processes in which will help them kind of get down to where that vehicle might be. So don't worry. Now, during this time, if you do file a police report, if you do have tracking data, again, you want to continue to document as much as you possibly can and just keep uploading to the reservation. So now, once you've done all of this, one of two things is going to happen. Either your vehicle is going to be recovered and Turo will go and probably send out a tow truck to repossess it for you, or it's not recovered and kind of gone forever, right? So in the event that a vehicle is repossessed and they find it, what you immediately want to do once it's back in your possession is take photographic evidence of everything, because you are likely going to have reimbursements, even if it's just for small things like filling the gas tank back up. Because let's be honest, if somebody tried to steal your car, they're definitely not filling up the tank before returning it. So you want to make sure you document all of that, you upload it to the trip, and whoever the support agent was that was helping you, you're going to reach out to them, letting them know that you've documented everything, and these are the reimbursements that you need to file for. So that could be gas, cleaning, damages. You may need to open up a claim depending on what the situation is. Now, in the event that a car is not recovered and they can't find it anywhere, what Turo is going to do is basically start a total loss claims process, meaning they are going to deem that car a loss and they're going to pay you out on the value value of the vehicle, and that being the actual cash value at the time of that rental. So that process can take 6 to 8 weeks depending on the circumstances, where Turo is going to do a valuation on what that car is worth. They're going to send you a full detailed report so you can see how they came to that conclusion, and then they will begin processing payment. If you have a loan on that vehicle, that payment will go to the lender, and if you own it outright, then that payment will go to you. So I really hope that you guys never end up in a situation like this, but if you ever do, these are the things that you want to really be aware of. Now, 3 major tips to prevent theft. Number 1, make sure you have GPS trackers, and any kind helps. Any layer of protection is great, whether it's an OBD plugin like Bouncy, or if you hardwire a solution from TrackMate GPS. You can use any one of these and it's going to really give you a peace of mind. Number 2, please, please, please do not just leave keys behind in your vehicles, especially these days. There is a massive uptick in the number of car thefts that have been going on. Now, I recently made a video about how there have been these videos going viral on TikTok about people stealing cars because people are showing how exactly to do it. So the last thing you want to do is leave keys behind. If you want to check out that video, just find it right over here. Now, the third thing is a lot of you guys will be using lock boxes for your keys. Now, if you are going to use a lockbox, they are great in that they conceal your keys. However, you want to make sure that you are blocking the transmission from your key to your vehicle, so that even if somebody does break into the car, they can't just hit that start button and take off with your vehicle. So what you need to do is get a Faraday pouch. There are these little pouches that you can put your key in, and basically they block all transmission from the key to the vehicle, keeping your car safe even if the key is in it. I hope you guys have enjoyed these tips. I hope you never find yourself in this situation, but if you ever do, at least you will be prepared. Now, if you like this video, make sure you hit that like button. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll talk to you guys down in the comment section below.